I woke up in the dead of night, my heart pounding in my chest, and a cold sweat dripping down my brow. The room was shrouded in darkness, with only the faint moonlight seeping through the closed curtains. Something felt off. An eerie silence hung in the air, broken only by the faint creaking of the floorboards. I strained my ears, trying to make sense of the unsettling atmosphere that surrounded me. As I lay there, paralyzed by fear, I noticed a faint flickering light coming from the corner of the room. It was almost imperceptible, but it sent shivers down my spine. My breath hitched, and I couldn't take my eyes off the strange glow. It seemed to grow brighter and more pronounced with each passing moment. Summoning my courage, I cautiously got out of bed, my bare feet making contact with the cold hardwood floor. I felt an overwhelming sense of dread, as if some unseen malevolence lurked within the shadows. As I approached the mysterious light, I noticed it emanated from an old, dusty mirror that had been tucked away in the corner for years. The mirror's surface was foggy and distorted, making it hard to see my own reflection. But as I peered closer, a chilling sight awaited me. In the reflection, I saw myself lying in bed, fast asleep, just as I had been moments ago. I gasped, my heart pounding even faster now. How could this be? Was I dreaming? I reached out to touch the mirror, and as my fingertips made contact with the cold glass, the world around me seemed to shift. Suddenly, I was no longer alone in the room. A dark figure loomed behind me in the mirror, its sinister form barely visible through the haze. I turned around, but there was nothing there. My mind was playing tricks on me, or so I thought. As I looked back at the mirror, the figure seemed to move, its eyes locking with mine. Fear clenched my throat, rendering me speechless and motionless. The figure stepped out of the mirror, its movements unsettlingly fluid. My heart was in my throat, and I could hardly breathe. It was a grotesque reflection of myself, but its eyes were hollow, devoid of any humanity. It reached out towards me, and I stumbled backward in terror, my back hitting the cold wall. No, this can't be real," I stammered, hoping desperately that I was caught in some horrifying nightmare. But the figure continued to approach, its twisted grin widening as if it could sense my terror. The room felt suffocating, the walls seeming to close in around me. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Just when I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, the lights in the room flickered and came to life. The figure vanished, retreating back into the mirror, leaving me trembling and alone. I couldn't explain what had just happened, but I knew I had to escape. I rushed towards the door, fumbling with the handle, and finally burst out into the hallway. The darkness seemed less ominous outside the bedroom, but the feeling of dread lingered. As I made my way downstairs, I found the rest of the house empty and quiet. The events of that night haunted me for weeks, and I never dared to enter that room again. The mirror remained untouched, a constant reminder of the horror that lurked within it. To this day, I can't explain what I saw in that mirror, but I know that something malevolent resides in that room. And if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, I implore you to stay away from the darkness that hides behind the glass.